Welcome to your inspirational astrology horoscope for the weekend of September 20th, 21st, and 22nd, 2013. I am astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Wham! We have got Pluto coming direct. Look at this, baby. Whoop! Big change of events in our life. This is activation station. Wherever Pluto is, and whenever you see Pluto do anything, it is the rebirther. It is also the one that brings death. Ink, ink, ink. No, just kidding, but kind of actually. It is the place where we transform our lives. And this is in Capricorn. This is about our destinies. This is about our goals. This is also interesting because Pluto went retrograde in April. And that was a very powerful time in our life. We had all this Aries energy coming in. We had all this energy that was about defining the self, and how funny that Friday, the moon is conjuncting Uranus as it is squaring this Plutonian energy that's going forward. And a lot of this has to do with strength and courage. And I think a lot of this has to do also because as we look at the charts, oh my gosh, what else is going on? We have got Saturn and the North Node, which are conjuncting. We got Venus coming off of this, but it's all about action. You know what? In order to take action in our lives, we have to be living in this deep truth. We know the truth in our relationships. We know what's going on. We can see through. I just put up a big thing about John Kerry today. If you watched his speech, you could see the lies going through this guy's eyes and his tongue spitting out. I even said he was a reptilian on my Facebook. I mean, come on right now, people. You can just see through people right now if they're being genuine and real or if they are putting on a show. And the shows are not looking too good right now. And you know what? This is about courage. Because the courage that's asked of you as this Pluto energy goes direct is the courage to step into an identity that is in sync with your destiny. In sync. Not the band, but in sync, literally. Because with a Pluto-Uranus square, which by the way, now that Pluto's going direct and Uranus is coming retrograde, they're coming towards each other again. This is what I've been calling the big shakeup in our lives. This has been breaking the concrete of the structure of your life. Remember that? I know for those who've been watching a long time, we got to talk about the concrete again. And this is more concrete that's been poured as Saturn and the node has met up exactly. And with Venus here, you're starting to feel, wow, the universe is giving you this new life, this new energy. And you know what? We're going to be sitting in this for a while, and how you adjust it is so important by basing off your truth. You know, investing your energy correctly. This is to see how your portfolio is doing and what you're manifesting and what people are in your portfolio. Literally. And this weekend, the fire's on. I think there's a lot of passion because the moon trines Mars Friday, and this is in Aries, and it's squaring Pluto, and there's a lot of pressure. The pressure to step into this destiny, the activation, the extreme activation on in our lives to connect us back with where we were at in April and the events that led towards before that in April. And Saturn this weekend is going to start to really come into a conjunction again with the North Node. And this is also now 2 degrees away from the shadow period of where Saturn went retrograde in February. So connecting the dots from February and April, this very weird period in your life, this is for the really deep astrology nerds out there who want to really go deep spiritually with me. Because I like to take us as deep as we can, you know. Keep drilling, baby. But drilling to the bottom of understanding what the hell's going on in this universe and this life that we live. And a lot of this is connecting with karma, destiny, bringing it back into your life, and kind of completion of what we thought we were stepping into as we came into spring, into summer, and got really confused in what the hell happened. And we kind of went into all these weird little directions, but we're coming back to where we were before what brought us into this Cancer, Jupiter energy and all that. We're actually being kind of brought back because we had to come into these positions for those positions to work. Think about that one. Now, speaking of thoughts, Mercury in Libra is going to have the moon oppose this on Saturday. And this is kind of actually into Friday night into Saturday morning. The only thing that's going to set you back from action and going for it and everything is, I think, your mind. I think there's, you know, a lot to weigh out, but I think a lot of this is, come on, step into the courage that your identity needs to be based off the destiny. You can't be a destined person without kind of this right identity or right self. And I think that that's what's so important about all this energy now, is defining the self. And this weekend really does kind of lighten the load a little bit, as we're finally at the new activation. God has switched the levers, and so now you can adjust. There's that feeling of like when you're waiting and there's a little bit of fear, but now the subway moves and you're like, oh, okay, like that little chut-chut is Friday, and we kind of get used to it Saturday, and then the moon comes into Taurus, and it really grounds us in this energy. And it is kind of interesting, as this is also the weekend where it's the last bit of summer or winter if you're down there in Australia, and the sun comes into Libra on Sunday. And so we go through the final big shifting point, that how funny that the Saturn and the North Node meet on Sunday while the moon is in Taurus, really grounding us into our reality, really also observing where our emotions might be connected to what we're hoarding, right? The South Node is here, the North Node is in our truth. This is us relieving our emotions, relieving our energy that we're hoarding onto to get us more into our truth. So this weekend, I think there's a lot of purging emotionally to these, habitual energies that we might be habitually holding on to that could be lacking from us, from stepping into this destiny, stepping into our truth, and really kind of clearing the slate, as the end of this sun in Virgo is about organizing your life correctly, and the sun drops into Libra this weekend, right as we come into the week, right? And this is the balancing out point of the universe. This is Earth shifting its gear. Our mom is about to shift her gears. So, and God just shifted a huge gear in the universe. So this weekend you will feel the shifting of gears in your life. And a lot of this is about the expansion of your new comfort zones, because now Pluto is heading towards Jupiter again in an opposition. And a lot of this is about your destiny coming together, but Jupiter wants to expand your comfort zones, and this is how do you get these two together? How do you, as well as all this energy is squaring this Pluto energy as we step into Friday, a lot of this is like, is the person that you are, and I'm talking about the ego, the self, the identity. Oh, my microphone almost fell there. Sorry, everybody. Is your identity and your self completely with your destiny? Do they work together well? That'd be like me saying I'm the Leo King and being a plumber. I don't know if, maybe I could be the Leo King, plumber, like show my butt crack at, like, you know what I mean? But I don't know if that really worked too good. I think it's more important to kind of make sure that the destiny kind of fits together with the identity. The Leo King goes really well with my music because I'm a DJ. And by the way, my tracks come out Monday on Beatport and iTunes. I got 2 new tracks. The EP is called Soul Twister. So I'll post that link next week. But so you can hear it if you guys are interested in my music. I don't know. But this whole identity thing with destiny thing, I think is clear this weekend. For those that it is, it's almost like, hallelujah. And for those who aren't, it's like, oh God, now I really got to step into this self, and I got to do this, and I got to change my plan, and I got to make my plans based off this right identity, and I got to step into this, and oh my gosh, do I have the courage to do it or not? And is my lifestyle, because this is the final weekend of the sun in Virgo, is my lifestyle able to hold this reality correctly? And this weekend is your last chance to reorganize, clean house real quick spiritually, and step into this week with what we'll find out on Monday. No, I wouldn't do that to you. No, are you going to step into this new balanced spot in your life? Are you ready to step into harmony? Are you, more importantly, ready to step into your truth? Saturn and the North Node mean the concrete's poured. Readjust this concrete to make the sculpture that you want this weekend. God has pulled the levers, and we finish this weekend with the moon in Taurus, about to come into Gemini and really stimulate us through the week. So let go of any of the energies you're holding on to, hoarding emotionally, that are limiting you from stepping into your truth. And especially in your mind throughout most of this weekend, step into who you must be. And get ready, because this is a great week coming up to test to see what these new levers that have been pulled and where they'll take you. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, if you want to have a one-on-one reading with me. Also, I have this weekend, I'm posting up the sign-up sheet for the webinar. I actually might put it out Monday because I don't know exactly what day. Why don't we do this? If you are interested in the webinar, what do you think would be better if I did it on I think the first is on a Tuesday, if I did it on a Tuesday at night, but those Europeans would be sleeping, so I don't know. Or if I did this like on a Saturday, like next Saturday morning. And so people on Europe can hit it Saturday night, and then people can hit it Saturday morning, because I want people to be there live. I got 200 spots. I want to fill all 200 spots so we can send out 200 of our heart's intention. And I might even be able to fit more, but anyways, check out my website, inclusiveiastrology.com, if you want a one-on-one reading. Thank you guys for all your support, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I can't wait to see where this destiny really hits all of you. Let me know below. See you on Monday.